The sky was clear over Earth, a peaceful blue stretching from horizon to horizon. People went about their daily lives, unaware of the storm that was coming. Far beyond the reaches of the solar system, hidden in the darkness of space, a silent armada moved slowly but surely toward Earth. No one on Earth had seen the fleet yet. No warning signals or flashes of light had appeared on any radar. The alien ships were quiet, too advanced to be noticed easily. But the world's greatest scientists and military leaders knew that it was only a matter of time before the armada revealed itself. In a secret command center deep underground, Earth's top leaders gathered around a large holographic screen. The image showed a small dot moving steadily closer to the sun. This dot was not a natural object. It was the lead ship of the alien fleet. "Estimated time to Earth's orbit is 3 days," said Commander Evans, his voice steady but tense. "We have never faced anything like this before. Their technology is far beyond ours. Can we send a message?" asked Dr. Rao, a brilliant astrophysicist. "Maybe they don't want to fight. Maybe there is a chance to avoid war." Commander Evans shook his head. "We don't know their language or intentions. They have never made contact with any other civilization. So far, their record is clear. They conquer or destroy every planet they reach." Outside, satellites blinked quietly in orbit, watching the approaching fleet. People on Earth remained unaware of the danger, still enjoying their normal lives. But in the halls of power, fear was growing. Thousands of kilometers above Earth in space, the armada spread out like a great dark cloud. Ships of all sizes formed a perfect formation, moving silently. Their shapes were strange and sharp, unlike anything humans had ever seen. They did not resemble the round flying saucers of old stories, but looked more like huge black blades cutting through the stars. Inside the lead ship, the alien commander watched Earth's blue-green planet with cold eyes. Their species had conquered dozens of worlds, each one falling before their power. Now Earth was next. "Prepare the invasion fleet," the commander ordered. "We will take this planet by force. The humans will learn quickly that resistance is useless." The alien ships hummed to life. Powerful energy beams charged, weapon systems readied. The invasion was set to begin. Back on Earth, the news suddenly broke. Satellites detected the fleet as it entered the outer limits of the solar system. The world's media exploded with reports. "Alien armada approaching. Earth's last defense. Are we ready?" Panic spread quickly. Governments declared states of emergency. People rushed to buy supplies, prepare shelters, and say goodbye to loved ones. Schools and businesses closed. Soldiers were called to their posts. The world had never been so united and so afraid. Among the chaos, a young scientist named Maya Chen worked feverishly at the International Space Agency. She specialized in decoding signals and messages from deep space. When the first signals from the alien fleet were received, she was the first to detect a strange pattern inside the noise. "It's not just random," Maya told her team. "There is a structure, a code here, maybe it's a language." Her discovery gave a small glimmer of hope. If the aliens were trying to communicate, maybe Earth could avoid war. Meanwhile, people around the world watched the sky, hoping for a miracle. Children stared at the stars, dreaming of heroes and adventures, but adults feared the end of their world. In the war rooms of Earth's strongest nations, generals planned strategies. Fighter jets and missiles were ready. But the gap between human and alien technology was clear. No one believed Earth could win a direct fight. As the armada crossed Mars's orbit, tension reached a breaking point. Every second was counted. Humanity waited for the first move. Suddenly, a burst of light appeared near the fleet. The lead ship sent a powerful signal toward Earth. It was the first clear sign that the aliens were not just observers. They were ready to act. On Earth, Maya's team worked around the clock to decode this signal. Hours passed, and then a message began to form. It was short, but the meaning was shocking. The message was simple. "We are coming. Prepare." No one knew if it was a threat or a warning. The world held its breath. In that moment, across Earth, from cities to villages, from leaders to ordinary people, a single truth became clear. Nothing would ever be the same again. The silent armada had arrived, and Earth was their next target. The world had just begun to absorb the terrifying news. An alien armada was moving toward Earth, and their message was clear. They were coming. Panic and fear filled the hearts of billions. Governments held emergency meetings, scientists worked, day and night, and families clung to hope. But then something strange happened. Deep in the control room of the International Space Agency, Maya Chen and her team kept studying the signals coming from the alien fleet. The first message, "We are coming. Prepare," was simple but alarming. They expected more silence or demands, maybe even a warning of destruction. Instead, a second, longer message appeared. It was hidden in the signal like a secret buried in code. Maya's fingers flew over the keyboard as she decoded the strange symbols. The message was from within the Armada itself, but it was not a declaration of war. It was a plea for help. Maya read the words aloud in disbelief. "We seek aid. Our world faces extinction. We beg for peace." The room fell silent. "How is this possible?" one of her colleagues whispered. "If they want to destroy us, why ask for help?" Maya shook her head. "We don't know. But this changes everything." Word of the message spread quickly. Scientists and diplomats gathered to discuss what to do. The possibility that the invaders were desperate rather than hostile filled the air with cautious hope. Meanwhile, the alien fleet held its own tense conversations. Inside the lead ship, the commander was furious. "This is a mistake," he growled. "We show our strength and they see weakness. The humans will destroy us." But others argued differently. "We must try to communicate," said a voice calm but firm. "The threat we face is greater than any war. If we do not unite, all will be lost." Back on Earth, a group of linguists, scientists, and military advisors formed a special team to respond to the alien plea. They had only hours to prepare a message, one that could save Earth and possibly the entire galaxy. Maya was chosen to help write the reply. "We must be careful," she said. "If we sound too weak, they may not trust us. If we sound too strong, they may attack." The message was simple but honest. "We hear your plea. We seek peace. Tell us more about your threat." The message was sent through every available channel, carried by powerful transmitters aimed at the alien fleet. For hours, nothing happened. The world waited, tense and silent. Then, a new message came. This time, it was longer, filled with strange images and symbols. Maya and her team worked through the night to decode it. The aliens described a terrifying cosmic force moving through space, a dark wave that swallowed entire star systems, destroying everything in its path. The Armada's own homeworld had been nearly destroyed. Their invasion of Earth was not a desire for power, but a desperate search for a new home. The threat was unlike anything humanity had imagined. "Why did they not warn us before?" asked General Martinez, watching the translation on the screen. "Why did they prepare to attack, instead of ask for help sooner?" "Fear and misunderstanding," Maya answered. "They believed Earth would reject them. They thought invasion was their only option." A plan began to form. Earth could not fight this alone. Neither could the aliens. Leaders met in secret to discuss an alliance, a union of two species working together to survive. But not everyone agreed. Some humans feared the aliens. They wanted to prepare for war no matter what. Some aliens in the Armada wanted to continue the attack, to take Earth by force and escape the cosmic threat alone. The tension grew on both sides, but the threat from the dark wave was undeniable. Maya stood by a window, looking up at the stars. She thought of her family, her friends, and all of humanity. "Maybe this is our chance," she whispered, "to prove that humans can rise above fear, that we can be heroes." Across the solar system, the alien commander stared at Earth. His mind was torn between duty and hope. "Tomorrow we decide," and he said to his officers. "Will we be conquerors or saviors?" The fate of Earth, and perhaps the galaxy, hung in the balance. The world held its breath. After the shocking discovery that the alien armada was not simply coming to destroy, but was begging for help. Earth was faced with a choice unlike any before. Could humanity trust beings who had threatened invasion? Could they set aside fear to save not just their planet, but perhaps many others? In the vast halls of the United Nations headquarters, representatives from every nation gathered. The room buzzed with nervous energy as diplomats and leaders debated the next steps. Are we to believe their plea is genuine? Asked Ambassador Clark from the United States. They have weapons far beyond our own. We could be walking into a trap. No, replied Dr. Maya Chen, standing beside the holographic display. The messages are clear. Their worlds are dying. They face destruction from a force we do not yet fully understand. Their arrival was out of desperation, not conquest. But what if this is a ruse? Said General Martinez, voice low but firm. We must prepare for the worst while we seek peace. The debate continued late into the night. Fear, suspicion, and hope clashed. Finally, a decision was made. Earth would respond to the aliens not with weapons, but with a message of peace and willingness to help. A global team of experts, led by Maya, began drafting the response. The challenge was enormous. The message needed to express trust, strength, and an offer of alliance, all without revealing Earth's weaknesses. Using symbols and images understood by the aliens, they created a message that said, "We hear you. We want to help. Let us talk." The message was sent using Earth's most powerful transmitters, aimed directly at the alien armada. As the world waited, daily life went on under the shadow of uncertainty. Children played in parks unaware of the silent ships in the sky beyond. Scientists continued to analyze every piece of data. Soldiers remained ready, but with a new hope in their hearts. Then, the alien response arrived. It was a message unlike any before. A series of images showing the devastation caused by the cosmic force the aliens called the Void Wave. Entire star systems were swallowed by darkness, leaving nothing behind. The aliens explained that their own technology was failing against this enemy. They needed Earth's help to survive. Maya's team worked tirelessly to understand the technology the aliens shared. It was unlike anything on Earth, but with cooperation, progress was possible. Soon, Earth and the alien armada began the slow and difficult work of communication and cooperation. Teams from both sides exchanged messages, shared data, and slowly built trust. But not all were convinced. On Earth, groups opposed the alliance, fearing the aliens would turn on humanity at the first opportunity. Protests erupted in many cities, demanding stronger defenses and rejection of the alien plea. In the alien fleet, the commander's officers remained divided. Some wanted to press the attack regardless, while others saw hope in partnership. Tensions rose, but the greater threat remained. One evening, Maya stood on the roof of the space agency building, looking up at the stars. She thought about the future, about what humanity could become. "We can't do this alone," she whispered to herself. "But together, maybe we have a chance." The next day, Earth sent a team of diplomats and scientists to meet the aliens at the edge of the solar system. Using advanced communication devices, they began the first-ever direct contact. The meeting was tense. Both sides were cautious, watching every word, every gesture. But as hours passed, walls began to fall. The aliens shared stories of loss and survival. Humans spoke of hope and resilience. By the end of the day, a fragile alliance was formed. The war had been avoided, at least for now. But the battle for survival was only beginning. The Void Wave was still coming. And if Earth and the alien armada wanted to live, they would have to fight together. The fragile alliance between Earth and the alien armada had formed. But the true test was only beginning. The mysterious force known as the Void Wave was closing in. A cosmic storm of destruction that threatened every star system in its path. Into a high-tech command center orbiting Earth, Maya Chen and a team of scientists and alien experts studied the latest data. The images from alien sensors showed the Void Wave advancing faster than anyone expected. "It's unlike anything we've seen," Maya said, her voice calm but urgent. "This wave doesn't just destroy, it erases everything: matter, energy, even light. It's like space itself is being eaten. The alien commander, whose name was Kalen, stood beside her, watching the holographic display. His sharp eyes showed the weight of countless lost worlds. Our homeworld was one of the first, Kalen said quietly. The void wave came without warning. Our defenses failed. We escaped only because we fled to this armada. Earth's leaders listened carefully during the joint meeting. The truth was clear. The enemy was beyond any traditional war. We must find a way to stop it, said General Martinez. But how do you fight something that destroys everything? The answer came from a young alien scientist named Lisar. He explained that the void wave was not alive in any normal sense. It was a kind of cosmic ripple caused by an ancient event, something that twisted the fabric of space and time. It feeds on energy, Lisar said. If we can find its source and disrupt it, we might save ourselves. Maya nodded. But first, we need to understand where it started. Using combined Earth and alien technology, the teams traced the void wave's origin to a distant star system several light-years away, a place called Nerith. A dangerous mission was planned. A joint Earth-alien crew would travel to Nerith to study the source of the void wave. It was a risky journey into the unknown, but the only chance to save their worlds. Maya was chosen to join the mission. She felt the weight of responsibility, but also a fierce determination. On the day of departure, the crew gathered at the massive starship that would take them to Nerith. The ship was a blend of human and alien technology, symbolizing the new alliance. As the engines powered up, Maya looked out at Earth's blue sphere. She thought of her family, her friends, and everyone waiting back home. "This is for all of us," she whispered. The ship jumped into faster-than-light travel, streaking across the stars. After days in hyperspace, the crew arrived at Nerith's system. What they found was both terrifying and fascinating. The star at the center was dim and twisted, surrounded by a strange energy field pulsing with dark waves. Scans revealed that the star was dying, corrupted by the same force creating the void wave. The energy it released was unstable, tearing apart space itself. Lisar and the scientists worked quickly to gather data. Maya helped translate alien readings into human terms. "We must disrupt this energy," Lisar said. "If we can neutralize the source, the void wave will stop." But there was a problem. The energy field was protected by natural defenses, massive gravitational storms and radiation fields that made landing impossible. The crew debated their options. "We might need to send a probe inside," Maya suggested. "A small unmanned device that can survive the conditions," the team agreed. They launched a specially designed probe equipped with sensors and shielding. The probe entered the storm, sending back valuable data. But then suddenly, the signal cut out. The crew held their breath. The probe had been destroyed. Kalen's voice was firm. "We must go ourselves." The decision was made. A small team would pilot a heavily shielded shuttle to the star, risking everything to get closer to the source, Maya volunteered. She felt fear but also a sense of duty stronger than ever. Inside the shuttle, the team faced incredible challenges. Lightning-like bursts of energy struck the ship, shaking it violently. The darkness of space seemed alive, pressing against their shields. Finally, they reached the heart of the energy field. There they discovered a strange object, a glowing core emitting waves of destructive energy. "It's a natural reactor," Lisar said, "but it's out of balance, causing the void wave." The team worked quickly to deploy devices designed to stabilize the reactor's energy. As they activated the devices, the core pulsed violently, threatening to explode. With seconds to spare, the energy field began to calm. The void wave's power started to weaken. The shuttle raced back through the storm, battered but alive. When the team returned to the main ship, cheers filled the command center. The mission was a success, but the victory was only the beginning. The void wave would not stop completely. It was a force of nature, but now it could be slowed. Earth and the alien armada had bought time. Time to prepare. Time to strengthen their alliance. Time to face the challenges ahead. Together. The success at Nerith brought relief but also a heavy reminder. The fight was far from over. The void wave, though slowed, was still a looming threat, and Earth, along with the alien armada, had little time to prepare. Back in Earth's orbit, the atmosphere was tense but hopeful. People everywhere looked to the skies, wondering what the future would hold. Governments strengthened defenses while scientists and engineers worked together like never before. Maya Chen returned from the Nerith mission with a new sense of purpose. She was tired but determined. "We can stop this," she told her team, "but only if we stand united." In the Armada's command ship, Commander Kalen gathered his officers. The divisions within their ranks had grown smaller. Most now understood that survival depended on cooperation with humanity. "We will share all our resources," Kalen said firmly. "Earth is no longer just a target. It is our partner." The two forces began an unprecedented collaboration. Alien engineers taught humans how to use advanced technologies that seemed like magic just days before. In return, human creativity and problem-solving brought fresh ideas to alien science. Together, they built new weapons and defense systems designed not to conquer, but to protect both species from the void wave and any other threats. Maya worked closely with a team of alien scientists, sharing knowledge and developing strategies. She admired their wisdom and courage, but also saw the fear in their eyes, the same fear humans felt. "We are different," said Lisar, the young alien scientist from Nerith. "But our goal is the same: survival." Training exercises began. Human pilots and alien warriors learned to fight side by side. They shared stories of their worlds, finding common ground despite the vast differences. On Earth, people slowly began to accept the aliens. Fear was replaced by curiosity and hope. Some children made drawings of alien friends, and schools started teaching about the new alliance. Still, there were challenges. Not all aliens trusted humans completely, and not all humans were ready to welcome the newcomers. In one tense meeting, a human general expressed his doubts. "How do we know they won't turn on us once the void wave is gone?" Kalen replied calmly. "Because if they do, they will face a united Earth and alien fleet stronger than any before." The truth was simple. Only unity could save them. Meanwhile, the void wave crept closer, its dark shadow stretching across space. The Alliance knew time was short. A plan was made to build a massive defense array, an enormous network of satellites and weapons stations designed to protect the solar system and slow the void wave even further. The construction was a race against time. Earth cities buzzed with activity, and alien ships worked alongside human engineers in orbit. Maya stood on the observation deck of the command ship, watching the stars. "We're fighting for our future," she said softly. Suddenly, alarms sounded throughout the fleet. The void wave had reached the outer edge of the solar system. The defense array activated, sending powerful energy beams into space. The battle to protect Earth had begun. For days, the void wave pushed against the shields, testing their strength. Human and alien crews worked tirelessly, repairing damage and coordinating defenses. Maya joined a squadron on a mission to intercept void wave fragments that broke through the outer defenses. Flying in sleek ships powered by combined technology, they faced the deadly energy storms head-on. In the heat of battle, Maya's team showed incredible courage and skill. They destroyed the fragments, protecting the fleet and buying more time. The fight was brutal, but hope remained. After the battle, Maya received a message from Kalen. "You and your people have shown great strength. Together, we will survive." As the Alliance stood firm against the darkness, a new feeling grew among them: hope. The stars were dangerous and vast, but humanity and their alien allies were ready. Together, they would face whatever came next. The battle against the void wave had tested every limit of Earth and the alien armada. For months, the solar system was a war zone, a place where hope and fear clashed under the endless stars. But through every struggle, humanity and their new allies stood firm. Maya Chen watched from the command center as the last energy blast from the defense array faded. The void wave was weakening more than anyone had dared to hope. "Look at that," she said softly to Kalen, standing beside her. The massive dark shadow in space was breaking apart, torn by the combined power of human and alien technology. Kalen nodded. We have delayed the inevitable, but this is just the beginning. Earth's leaders gathered to plan the next step. The Alliance knew they could not just defend. They needed to rebuild and prepare for a future among the stars. The once divided peoples of Earth found new unity. Old conflicts were set aside in the face of survival and growth. Cities rebuilt, stronger. Technology advanced rapidly, thanks to the sharing of knowledge. Human scientists and alien engineers worked side by side to develop new energy sources, faster ships, and better defenses. The bond between the two species grew deeper, but more than technology, something else had changed. Humanity had found confidence, a belief in their ability to face the unknown and to protect what mattered most. Maya traveled across Earth and beyond, speaking to crowds, inspiring people. We have faced the darkness and survived. Now it is our time to shine. Together we are stronger than any challenge. In space, the alien fleet began to change as well. The warships once built for conquest were transformed into vessels of exploration and defense. Aliens who had once seen humans as enemies now called them friends. The final test came when the last remnants of the void wave appeared near the outer planets. The Alliance launched a massive operation to destroy it once and for all. Maya led one of the strike teams, flying a hybrid ship equipped with the best technology from both Earth and the Armada. The battle was fierce, the void wave fighting to survive. But this time, the Alliance was ready. Working together, humans and aliens coordinated attacks that pushed the void wave back, breaking its hold on the solar system. When the final blast shattered the last wave of dark energy, cheers erupted. Across the Alliance, Earth had survived. Kalen approached Maya after the battle. You have changed everything, he said quietly. Your people's spirit saved us all. Maya smiled. No, we saved each other. As peace settled, the Alliance looked beyond the solar system. Earth was no longer alone or weak. It was a rising power, a beacon of hope in the galaxy. Plans were made for exploration missions, to find new allies and to understand the universe better. Children on Earth grew up hearing stories of the Great Alliance, the day humanity stood against the darkness and won. And in the quiet moments when the stars shone bright, Maya looked up and felt a deep pride. Earth was once the next target. Now it was a light that would guide the future.